Bridget has definitely got more mixture than me.
Have I?
Yeah.
What is your plan today, Daniel?
I'm making some cakes with, they aren't going to be very sweet, they're just going to have a bit of buttercream on top. And inside there's going to be a tangy surprise, which is not going to be revealed yet. Samuel's surprise pancakes will have a tangy surprise in the middle for the judges to enjoy. And there will also be a small amount of blue buttercream on top, just to make sure the judges don't get a sugar rush.
What is your plan for today's baking, Bridget? Well, I've drawn a rough picture of it here. So I've got some chocolate chips and, well, I'm going to cut up big marshmallows because I didn't have any mini ones and put them on the top. So chocolate chips and marshmallows on the top. And then there's going to be, I've written and drew a Haribo, but there's actually going to be a Maltese reindeer, and they're quite big, I think, so their head is probably going to be sticking out. And I'm also going to have some red icing. Okay. So they're going to be very sickly and sweet, probably. Not sure.
Bridget's sugary Malteser cakes will be filled with red icing, and stuffed in the middle will be Malteser reindeer. Magic stars and mini marshmallows will just sweeten them all over the top.
I can see you, Samuel.
Butter, icing, sugar and vanilla.
Right then. This is hard. That's quite big.
Maybe you could use a knife.
Yeah, I'll try with scissors. Yeah, I looked for the scissors, couldn't find any.
So I'm just putting in the butter for my buttercream. You need...
And Bridget is cutting up marshmallows with scissors. Yeah, because I couldn't find any small ones, so I needed a few big ones, and I'm cutting them up. Kind of odd. Yeah, I know. You're actually being filmed. I know. What's Samuel doing? Oh, he's just putting butter. I'm just making my icing, my red icing to go on the cake, and I have my what do you call it? Food coloring. Yeah, to make it red. Let's try that.
I'm now mixing my buttercream with a tea towel over the top to avoid an icing sugar cloud.
He's actually very clever. Yeah, I'm making my icing, actually. I've got my red food colouring here. And it's not going so well because I need to add in a lot more icing sugar. It's quite loopy. Bit too much water, I think. Do you want me to do some mixing? No, that's fine. I'm not allowed. You're not allowed to anyway.
I'm at the moment making my buttercream, which is looking more like buttercream, thankfully, because at first it really wasn't. I'm then going to colour it blue to match my cupcake cakes I made in sort of turquoise green. So the blue is going to hopefully match and look good with that. add my...
Red, hopefully red. It's mainly pink, kind of.
I'll go and get the cakes out of the oven.
The cakes, they're coming. This is so much thicker than before. It's a lot better.
How does it look? Can someone get me a skew of the cake?
What is that?
Now that the icing's ready, the cakes are cooling. The buttercream, I mean. I'm now cleaning the scales. Now putting them away. To get ready to pipe my buttercream into my cakes after I've added the surprise inside, which is a secret.
This marshmallows are great. They look cool. Wait. Let's just see. Oh, you're gonna pipe it. Tricky bit, by far. How? It's really tricky. Look, so I get my knife. Yeah. I gotta make a circle, like kind of oval shape, whatever. You're plopping the rainbow. Yeah, it's really hard. The cutting bit is the hardest, and then you've got to take that bit of cake out, put it in the bowl, put the rainbow. Yeah, and then the antlers have to be sticking out.
No, this one looks like it's really tall
yeah.
these ones.
And then this is going to be the tester cake. Who's going to test it? We're going to share it. Now I need to put on the icing. Well, I'm going to have to try it, so... You put it in our tiny surprises. Because I can test it.
The judges aren't really meant to know that, but since they are in the tent, they kind of have to know. They come around keeping their eyes on me, never taking them off. So I can't really do anything without them noticing.
On Bridget.
One of my cakes just didn't rise. It's done absolutely nothing. They were in the oven for 15 minutes and it did absolutely nothing. I think it was about down here when I filled it in the case. So it has risen, but barely any. Same went with this one, but I couldn't present 4, so I'm going to present 5. Just I've cut the case this one, so it kind of makes it look like it's risen a bit. I've had exactly the right amount of buttercream, I think, because
They look delicious.
I know they aren't the prettiest, but
Yeah.
let's just hope they
The
taste.
star pattern's good.
Yeah, that's just the classic pattern. There they are.
I wish I could eat one now.
You'll get one at some point.
When you're judging.
This is your 15-minute warning.
Ooh, don't they look delicious? These are my finished ones. That's what they're gonna look like. Antlers sticking out, marshmallow. I've got a pattern, marshmallow magic star. I couldn't find any chocolate chips, so I decided to do magic stars. By the way, I find magic stars a lot nicer. By the way, I find magic stars a lot nicer. I know that too. I do that. Yeah. Your clothes are quite nice. Thanks. I just throw in any old clothes in the morning. Because just ones that are suitable for baking. Kind of. Okay, they aren't suitable for baking. Kind of they are, if I roll my sleeves up. Yeah. Sort of. Okay, bye. Bye. Samuel? Are you...
Well, presentation is everything, isn't it? So
Well, not everything is presentation.
just to make it look good in some way.
It's pretty important because, well, the judges want their cakes to look nice.
Is this good? I think so.
Like the guest judge and charm.
That's right.
And bakers, that means your time is up. And by the looks of it, you've just finished.
I'm really
Well done, bakers. Samuel, can you please bring your cakes up for judging?
So I have my buttercream was melted a bit because I did it just before the end. but so it's kind of lost its shape. You can see also I used the star cutter. You can take one, and you will, when you bite in, hopefully get.
Can we have a knife to cut in half, please?
Yeah, you can. Because then you should
You don't
get
need one each right now.
tang surprise inside.
Ooh. Wow, I like that it's nice and golden.
And it has a bubble, so it has risen.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
nice and spongy. And cut it down the middle. That icing's a bit gooey. Oh, there's two. Fantastic. Two surprises in there.
Well, there should be three, I think.
I'm just going to take a bite. Very nice. What do you think, Will?
It didn't have enough mixture in, really.
Well, I didn't quite have the right amount of mixture, so some of them were bigger.
I don't think that takes away from the taste, though, do you?
No.
Very, very nice. I would just say the butter icing maybe to go back in the fridge for a little while.
Okay, thank you.
But otherwise, very good try. No, sorry, next we will have Bridget to bring up her cakes, please.
So what I've got is magic stars in a pattern with some big marshmallows broken up, and I've got a Malteser reindeer in the middle. That was the hardest bit, I think.
Okay, very nice and colourful. Which one should we go for, Wilf? Okay, I'll cut this one in half. We'll open it up.
And I was worried that the red icing looked a bit more like pink. Not really.
Slightly pink. Only, I'd say if you left it by the blue, then it looks more red, but as it's by the red, it looks slightly pink.
Okay.
Otherwise, good try.
You can split the reindeer in half if you like.
Thank you.
And the sponge on the outside could have done with a little bit more time.
Okay.
Yeah, well done. A little bit doughy at the bottom, but otherwise very good on the top. It's nice and spongy. So, like Will said, potentially a minute or two longer in the oven.
Okay.
I like the decorations on the top. Very nice and colourful and sweet.
Yes.
I would say, for my preference, maybe just one sweet thing taken away. Because you've got icing,
Yeah.
marshmallow and chocolate
know.
and Arabia.
That's why I named them Bridget's Sweet Maltese.
Yeah, I know, it's
They're
lovely.
very sweet.
Very,
I
very
think I
nice.
went a step too far.
Very nice though. Yeah. Anything else to say, Will?
No. Okay.
So, Will, who do you think should be Star Baker today?
Well, Samuel's were kind of a bit gooey on the icing, but Bridget's would have needed a bit more time in the oven. And Samuel's, I like the way he presented it.
Yes, I agree. I think the blue icing was very nice to look at. And I think it actually tasted a little bit yummier than Bridget's. But Bridget's cakes, maybe just a minute longer and they would have been perfect in the oven.
And it was a bit too sweet.
Yeah, I think you would have to sit eat them in 2 sort of sittings because there's quite a lot going on. They are very nice to look at as well, and they were yummy. I think it's a difficult decision between both of them. It has been a very difficult decision this week to choose Star Baker.
But eventually we chose Samuel.
Next week is Chocolate Week. Who knows what could happen on the trickiest week of all?
There might be disasters.
And
Disaster.